Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be working on building the new, it's working on building the diffuser. So right now I've got the template pieces I did in the last diffuser video up at a metal supply shop here in town, and they're getting the pieces cut to relatively the right shape. I'll just have to do some final cutouts once I get them to clearance for wheels and whatnot. But I also picked up an angle grinder because I did not have one. A bunch of we got cutting discs, we got a grinder disc, and then some finishing discs. So we got all the pieces cut for the most part. I didn't do all of these just because I don't need it for the mock-up. And we're not going to weld this. What we're going to do is make some brackets like this. And here I got a rivet gun. We're gonna just rivet it all together. Make it a little easier, a little faster process than welding it. And since it's not going to actually be on the car, it's just a first draft, like I said earlier. It'll let me get a look at how it's going to look out of metal instead of cardboard, and gave me a reason to buy a rivet gun, so why not? So we're going to start working on that. We got all these little pieces over here on the floor cut out. That's trash. That we're gonna clean up and bend to turn into little rivet points on here and all of those pieces. So yeah, a little bit of metal shavings around. So we're gonna get it cleaned up, start bending those, and start putting it together. So we got all the little brackets made. We started drilling a couple holes here. Now we're gonna start riveting it together. We got the center section mocked up now. Obviously it'll sit a little more like that on the car than flat, but now we're going to start doing outer edge pieces, and then we'll get to the outer corners. we're halfway there-ish. But I can't tell, I'm a little sweaty. It's 95 outside, and it was in the 50s last week, so it's definitely a little temperature shock. It was over 100 yesterday, so yeah, lovely times. Alright, so I got the side plates on now. Now I just have to get these little end plates on, which will go not that way, something like so. A little bit of angle there. I didn't do the best job of cutting everything out, obviously, as you can see right there. There you go, that angle. It's a little off, which is why this is version 1 and not the final version. But we're getting there. I mean, she's got some girth to her, so she's gonna be heavy. Once I'm done riveting everything together, though, I'm gonna go back through and kind of hammer some stuff out. As you can see, kind of on that one right there, not quite 90. Same thing with this one, it's not quite 90. So I'm gonna kind of hammer those out a little bit, get them massaged outwards on either side, and then I'm gonna throw a few tacks in. As you can see, like right there's a gap, but I can push that out, push this up, and kind of fill it all in. Right there, obviously my holes, I just drilled a little bit off. Same thing over here, but for the most part it's looking like I want it to so far. So we're gonna get the end plates put on, and then I'll throw a couple little tacks on it just to make it a little bit stronger, hold together a little bit better. And then we'll pull the car in, and I'll throw some 2x4 underneath it, get it set to where I want it, and see how it looks. Got it all riveted together. You can see just the camera angle here. It's not quite at the angles I want it. I want those angled out and not in, but it'll be all right for just testing it like this. So now we're going to get some wood blocks and throw the wood blocks underneath it and get it actually put up to the car and see how I like it. So obviously the wood block method's not the greatest for getting it up there, but that so far I'm liking pretty good. Now obviously the angles of how everything's set up needs to be done correctly, as this isn't coming out as far as I would like it. I want it more out here on both sides, more sitting out like that. But for the most part, that's how she's going to be sitting. Obviously a little bit higher, because I don't have a proper way of sucking it up to where I want it, but I like it. I like it a lot. That'll be cool when it's fully on and done out of aluminum. So yeah, that was a good time investment to make sure I actually like how it looked. But for now, that's going to be the end of this one. See you guys in the next one. Have a good one.